the prettiest little stadium in America. Glad to have you with us from Paulson Stadium. Noon on a Saturday and a perfect time for this showdown. It's the James Madison Dukes and the Georgia Southern Eagles. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. The Duke ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Eagles offense will have the first possession of the game. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. And this guy's developed quite nicely as a security blanket for his quarterback. Johnson looking to throw. That's caught. It's Bradshaw. Brings into the open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
He leaves it with his back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. He's got him in the flat. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So James Madison's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Arrington Maiden, what a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory.
Well, the biggest reason why this team has an opportunity to reach the college football playoff and one of the non-Power 4 teams to do so is because of the play of this quarterback. And what a game he had the last time out. It was just so dialed in. Good decision-making. I was so impressed with his rhythm and his timing, David, and those are going to be 2 critical factors for him, I think, to continue this thing and play well today.
Yeah, and to take this where they want this to go, right? Like everybody wants to be that team that represents the non-Power 4, right? They want to be in the playoff, and he gives them a chance. The way he's playing at an elite level, this dude can put some fear in some really, really good rosters. So excited to watch him finish out this season to see where this team can go.
Fires left and wings it incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He might want another play. It's on target and complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's reeled in. It's Keller.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make...
Maybe some room here. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Duke have taken it inside the 20. The give from the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Dukes! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Georgia Southern has it back. Here comes the offense again. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Snags it, and there's running room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Tight end now in motion. The play action fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Johnson wants to throw it. The sure hands, it's Bradshaw. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted to stop the threat. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Keller. And he's down after making the grab. Good pickup there to help them dig out of the hole, but still some work to do to get a first down. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead. Maybe a crease. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Yeah, nice job by the running back. I like he understood that it was 4th and 1. I got to get that first down. And how about the blocking up front, creating a hole, creating some space. Not only did he get the first down, makes the big play, sparks this offense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give on the option. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, this defense has their hands full with him on this drive. And that DB, I'll tell you, he may have saved a touchdown with that tackle. When you've got speed like this running back has, if he gets in the second level, a lot of people start to hold their breath because it could be a house call. And you know they're going to keep giving him the football here in the drive. Up front, this defense has got to get a lot more physical.
pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Johnson looking to throw. He's got it. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Finds his man. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. Right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
He finds his way out to the 13-yard line, and they're out of trouble with a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Handoff from the gun. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Got it, looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They feed him again. Does make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Going to try to get it himself. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Keller. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete to the right. They've got the 1st down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Dukes. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Under a minute to play here in the 1st half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the 1st half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Eagles will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Dukes offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And it's been fun to watch them feature this guy. Like, they understand they can run the football. They understand how good he is, and just they've owned the line of scrimmage. They've sprinkled in some pass. Like, this offense has done a really good job staying balanced, but featuring one of their better players.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. With the catch, it's Keller. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Reads it, fires complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The Dukes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. Pulled down for the tackle.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this 2nd half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Johnson wants to throw it. On the run, fires downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. First and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. Leaves it with the back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The pull and throw off the RPO. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Had to settle for the field goal.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
He'll bring it out. It's Scott. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. A strike downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Dukes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Running it to the right. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything. He's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun to give to the back. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here comes the heat. They got in great pressure by this defense.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Back to pass on second down. Makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, James Madison. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Johnson looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Taylor. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down. No huddle here for the offense.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Complete in the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Eagles want to crank the tempo. 2nd down, he'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Eagles. Into the end zone for 6. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll go right back to it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. And the Dukes with the 1st and 10. The option, he'll keep it. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking down the middle. Finds his man. It's Helms. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Electrifying play. And man, they set up down the 32-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down. And they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to...
Touchdown, Eagles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.